It's time to leave Breckenridge. Both of us are feeling a little bit nauseous. I'm not sure if it's because this town is the way it is or because we drank 96 beers last night. Either way, it does not feel good to have to walk 24 miles up into the mountains, but here we are. This is one of the most dangerous and infamous traverses on the whole CDT. If you fall down the hill here, you might get wrapped up in a cable or even electrocuted. If in worst case scenario, you could probably get hit by a truck. So, you know, it's really interesting that we've been able to get through this unscathed. I feel like if you own a house on the CDT like this, you're obligated to do trail magic every weekend. You know, for being insanely hungover, this hike hasn't been that bad. I'm really surprised by that. I might very well change my mind about that in a while, but it's going pretty good today. The general plan today is to get as far up onto this ridge as possible, because tomorrow we'll be following it for, 20 plus miles onto what's called the Serpentine Spine and then graze in Torrey's Peak. Basically, it's the highest section of trail, and we want to get it done before it's too late, and we want to avoid the rainstorms, so that implies we need to get as high up as we can this evening. Some people have asked about Zoolander and Little Bigfoot, and so while I'm walking through this kind of featureless forest, I feel like it'd be a good time to explain. When we went through this, we're back to the San Juans after we took that little break for the snow. They weren't feeling as strong as us, and so they, along with a few other people we'd been hiking with, decided to take the Creed cutoff. So effectively, they were kind of transported 100 miles up trail from us. So we spent the last 2 or 3 weeks trying to catch up and stuff, and now they've just been doing different alternates and kind of going a different route than us in general. So, it's hike your own hike. People do what they need to do for their own experience. Clover has an interesting desire, I guess you'd call it. What were you saying?
It's not a desire. I just kind of expect like some freak late season snowstorm to hit us.
There's no context for this whatsoever. He just comes up and says, I kind of hope we have a giant fucking snowstorm.
The context is that like we're on the CDT and everything on the CDT has been like comically difficult. There hasn't been an easy section.
You're expecting somebody to step out from behind a tree and bash your legs in or something with a baseball bat, or some weather event to happen.
Snow machine, a snowmaker. That's what I'm talking about.
Just what? Nothing crazy bad has happened.
I just think that's my prediction. I think that it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen before the end of Colorado when we're all comfy and like cocky. Right before we're like, oh, we're going to go into the basin, start doing 50s, and then boom, snowstorm.
We'll see.
Just to humble us.
Man, I'm so glad Clover said that just a minute ago. It's almost like the weather was listening to us. We're not getting rained on yet, but there sure are some angry clouds and thunderstorms going on right now. The weather is really starting to turn, so we're contemplating taking an alternate that'll keep us in the trees a little bit more, so we're not up on this exposed ridge for the rest of the day. There's some steep roads. Not much else going on here. It's just a dense forest. Wet. Kind of cold. But better than being exposed on the ridge. We're about to get fucking run over by some motherfuckers hauling ass. Okay. Motocross race. It would seem like it would be something we would be irritated about, specifically feeling like we're gonna get creamed by a side-by-side, but we're not on the trail. This is not our locale, so let the boys be boys, right? Going off trail, has its own little adventures, I guess. Built circa 1895. That's real. That's weird. What's going on in here? Huh. Now you really are Uncle Ted.
I think I'm just gonna live here.
So there's a logbook here, and we're the first people to come up here this year, apparently. They've been maintaining this as like an emergency weather shelter for a few years. A bunch of random people have come in here, left little supplies, lamps, stoves, stuff like that. Pretty cool spot, honestly. It's like Mad Max out here, man. Looks like so much fun. Yeah, I wonder if you could drive one of those things in Canada. I can't tell whether these guys rolled over or something. They've been just sitting here for a while. Nah. They might just be stuck or something. Interesting. It's nice to see that they've been able to dig their vehicle from the alpine landscape that they dug all their ruts into. Glad they could get it out. Seemed like I'm being a dickhead, but there's tons of signs everywhere and things you can read about where this alpine meadowland takes years and years for all these plants to grow, and they're really fragile. So generally speaking, driving a side-by-side doing donuts on a 70-degree slope without being on the road is kind of frowned upon. It needs not be stated, but we are dumb. So we didn't gather any water at the bottom of this valley because we thought, oh, surely there'll be water somewhere. The best we can find is this trickle of the snowmelt. So we've been using a smart water bottle wrapper to get sandy water out of here. Works better than nothing, though. Let's do a little experiment. See, does Uncle Ted knows geography? Which one of those two mountains is Gray's and which one's Torrey's?
Closer one is Gray's.
$1 million answer? Or you're certain?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. I think, as we mentioned earlier, Gray's, which is in the background behind Uncle Ted over there, is the highest trail. We'll go over that tomorrow. Ideally in the morning before we get wrecked by rainstorms. Classic CDT fashion. The trail is here, apparently, you know, something like a trail around here, but just kind of peters out into nothing, and I'm assuming it might be like that for the next few miles. We managed to find a place to camp here on kind of the edge of a saddle. I don't usually like these spots because they're a little lumpy and can be windy, but the weather's cleared up and it's really nice actually around here. We've got a nice sunset about to happen, and we're just kind of surrounded by these mountains. I don't think that we could have kind of asked for a better spot considering the trail conditions. We are going to get up early though. It's going to be a long morning. We've got a lot of elevation gain to do and try to beat weather if it's possible. Supposedly Garmin says there's not going to be rain tomorrow, but I'd never trust that. So we're gonna rush anyways. Look what this guy's doing.